The Out There channel.
Please sub and share.
Searching for the truth. UFOs, aliens, greys and ufology. Real images, real stories, real videos, real cases, researched and investigated by professionals in the field and cutting-edge discoveries. Multiple witnesses, abduction accounts brought to you by Team The Out There channel. Good to be back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Action.
Yo, who's out there? Hopefully everything's working alright since the craziness that's happened on the Windows 10 lately. Looks like it's alright. Okay, who's out there? Anybody? Hey, Mr. G's here. How's it going, mate? Yeah, so it should be a fairly interesting show. Just recapping and updating some of Dr. Lear debunks I've done in the past. More information has come to light, and puts a nail in the coffin again. Well and truly, I think, and just shows you what frauds Third Phase of the Moon making documentaries with him again. So we'll just go all over that. Better type out the side first. Got a lots to cover actually. Just been busy this week. I haven't got round to organising things very well, that's all, for a show. But as it is, it's live debunks, live research, as usual. So this is up to UFO Chat 43. Dr. Greer, light beings exposed. How gullible his fans are. Should say, but anyway, that'll do. It's very sad how bad ufology has been misled, and how airhead people are that follow these twerps. So I don't understand it. I really don't. I just think some people are just not born with any common sense nowadays. Okay. Looks like it's working. Mr. G, frosters everywhere. Yeah, very true. And they make big money out of it too. Headset sort of scratching a bit on the pillow. Not sure if you can hear that or not. Let me know if you do. It's a bit hard to get in the right position sometimes. On the bed anyway. If I was a billionaire, I'd probably have a proper chair. You know, one of those spacey ones that lifts up your feet and everything, and has all your displays on it. Okay, so I'll just recap what I've done last time. Last time, we're reviewing his C5 movie, seeing if there's any legit UFOs in it, and not one of them was legit. Most of them were hoaxes, misidentified, and plain fraudulent, like the light beams mucking around with the camera, and obviously messed around in the Photoshop before being put in the movie. So this one here, I've got a couple of screen snaps from his movie. This one here, if you notice, it says down here, untouched photograph. But if you go to his other light being, the so-called Cupid, which I thought it may have been a Cupid on a long, Kevlar cable going up to a drone, so it just flew past the camp. But turns out that's not the case. So we'll just go over that. And you can see here from the clip from the screenshot from the movie, it doesn't say untouched. So this has been touched up. And that's where it sort of misled me. They touched it up, reduced some of the background on purpose. And of course, if you ain't got the originals, you can get caught out on that. So you can see here it doesn't look quite right with the colour schemes. So it's been mucked around with and tweaked on Photoshop. So when I ran it through colour processing and boosted up the brightness and all that, you can see here something's not quite right. Seems to be some blurriness here, like it's been edited. They've made it so it sort of fades away, and it kind of looks like a face, a boy head, a blonde boy head, but it's not really what's in the photograph. So let's go to some guy that found the original photograph before the movie. I think it's on this page here. Contact at last. The Mothman proof essay. So apparently, was it not zooming properly? Really stuffed up, huh? So I probably won't read it all out. Let's see if it works now. Yeah, that's working now. Okay, so the first light beam he put up on his website, what year was that? Quite a while ago. He was charging $800 access to see the photographs, and you can tell that's a moth, an infrared, right? Now, this is how you know that Dr. Greer is a shill, because he said he was communicating with these light beings. So that there is clearly a moth. And here's this camp scene one. And it looks a bit different there, doesn't it? Up here. So let's just grab that one. And do compare to the movie one. Just to make sure it's the same, if not different. So let's just grab the Cupid there. Certainly a lot darker, isn't it? Yep, sure I'm off. Okay. Yep, but Gullible people bought into it. And as you know, Dr. Greer talks to these angel beings, or light beings, or alien beings, depending on what you want to call them, and finds out their names. Yeah. Right. Okay. Okay, let's have a look at this in the editor. And see if it looks similar to what's in the movie, or has the movie one been touched up just a wee bit more. So yeah, my eyesight's a wee bit blurry today, so I might have to do some more zooming in than normal. It's probably because I work too many hours on the computer trying to do things. So it's definitely a lot darker than... I should really bring in the other one, shouldn't I? The original thing for the movie. Which one was it? That one there. So let's see. Because it would have been too dark for the movie. They would have had to touch it up. Let's see. Definitely looks a wee bit brighter. So let's take the movie one and tweak the brightness even more. Okay. Now it still makes more sense. If we brighten that one with the same contrast, it's a bit more zoomed in. You can see here, you can't see a blonde head anymore, can you? Okay, so that one there from the movie looks like it's got a bit more colour added to it, doesn't it? It looks like a blonde head there. See what I mean? They definitely touched it up from the movie. To what's on that web page here. The web page one is definitely more real. Hasn't got some extra yellow in the head. So let's run that through some more filters and compare it. So this is from the web page. That's from the movie. So let's see if we can get that looking like my enhancement I did a year ago, whatever it was. Okay, so we do to that. Okay. Oop. Okay, so let's muck around with brightness, the colours. And let's see if we can get it to look where I got it last time. So that's looking pretty close to what I got it last time. Looks like a blonde-headed kid's face with a blue shirt, shorts on, and 2 legs, right? Doing like a Cupid pose. Yeah, so let's go back to this one. Apply the same filters. And you can see here, it's not really much clear, is it? Doesn't look like a blue top anymore. The legs are not even there, right? So that's the original picture without any touch-ups. It's amazing what you can do when you do some touch-ups, right? You can sort of make it into more of a boy's head. So maybe Fate. I will zoom in that way. Match it in size that way. So there we go. Movie one. Obviously touched up. And this one here, I'll just zoom in a bit. Lots more grainy. The outside hasn't been erased. Okay, you can start to see, looks like there might be part of a tree extra behind it. More stars and more graininess from low light. So from that to that. And you can see it's been touched up, see? And the sort of erased part of the tree here. So what do you reckon? So yeah, now we've got some clues what's going on. We can go back to that web page, and now they managed to find the. I'm not sure where they got the original photograph from, or maybe it's a copy of the original because they haven't run it through any photo analysis to see if it's been photoshopped. But clearly we can see it hasn't been though. From running it through the filters here, you can see it. It looks just like part of the thing. But as Wesley Snipes has revealed, he's already broken the plots. People and chat. Lines ground shows you that part of it. There's a Joshua tree. Yep, that's what I'm trying to get over. Because when I did analysis on it, I had this image to work with, and you can see here, it doesn't look anything like a Joshua tree. And this is something that Lions Ground has totally missed, so that's why I'm doing it. You can see here, he's definitely touched it up. Almost looks like they put a yellow baseball cap on him there and rotated it around almost. But yeah, so in my last string where I debunked the movie, I got that originally from it. Tweaking it with my best filters, and you can see here, definitely nothing like a Joshua tree, right? That's because it's been edited. But we can, if we go back to the original page, it's got the original photograph. If we have a close look at it, we can see Joshua trees behind the kid. Well, actually, what looks like a pareidolia of a kid is actually part of another Joshua tree. How clever is that? That they managed to frig that and have all the people. He's got a woman on his movie, I don't know if you've ever watched it, saying that they could see it hanging 5 meters up in the air. So she's either part of the lion team to make money, or she's totally brain dead. That's all I can say. But you can see there it's definitely part of a Joshua tree, which if you look at the movie one, okay, which is this one, doesn't really look like Joshua trees even behind now. They've sort of done something to it, haven't they? See that there? It doesn't even look like part of a tree anymore. Look, they purposely erased it there. Cunning little shitheads, aren't they? I agree. Highly manipulated to be something like that. It's not. So initially I thought, I heard him say that this drifted across the camp. And I thought, Lions Ground saying it's a Joshua tree. And I know Scott Brando was the first to say so, referencing this page I'm looking at, after I did the analysis. And so I thought I'd have to come back to it one day and re-update it to figure out where I went wrong. And the reason I went wrong is because the movie snapshot is a touched up one. So it's really clever. See, originally I thought that was a Cupid. You can get that particular pose, right? I just couldn't find any total matches for dolls or anything like that. This is the closest one I could get to it being a ceiling light, which is very common Victorian age. You can see how I thought that was going to be a Cupid doll, maybe someone made and just hang underneath a drone with a very long cable so they wouldn't hear it, and just float over the camp when they're sort of banging their drums and meditating, right, talking to aliens. So Greer said he knew this being's name and talked to it. So straight away we now know this is a tree that's been photoshopped. That proves beyond a doubt that guy should not be in ufology, and Third Phase should not be promoting him and making movies and making more money out of it. He should be exposed and probably locked up in prison for forgery. What would you do with all the money though? Gonna have to take it back off him, aren't you? So that's why I'm really angry with this person, especially using the name Doctor in front of his name. Like people like PhDs and all that sort of stuff, right? And yeah, I'm always dubious. I don't mind people with degrees, but once they go to PhD level and beyond, I become a wee bit suspect of them, that they've been sort of brainwashed. University's good to a point. Gets you into learning how to research and just having a look at all the different subjects out there that can be connected into, say, the computer field in my instance, but also physics and all that other stuff. If you're doing a physics degree or engineering degree, the highest dropouts in the university at the time was computer science and engineering. First year it's crazy, like 300 people. Second year it drops down to about 100. Third year it's dropped down to about 20. So there's a big dropout there. I think lawyers were like third in the list. And then the least dropout one was psychology. That's the most easy degree to get, apparently. Even arts degree is more complex because you've got to memorize lots of other stuff. So yeah, psychology was known as the party topic, where you go there and mingle with the girls and have fun time. So yeah, let's go through the article on that, dropping back into reality and not thinking of the past. Actually, that's not a bad idea. They might be part of the Dr. Greer team, right? It makes total sense what you're saying there. We don't hoax seeks. We just bring you the things as fast as possible. We're not experts. I really hate them. I really do. It's a love-hate. I hate what they do to ufology, but I don't actually hate them as people. I can see that they've exploited the gullibleness of ufology to the maximum, and they're still doing pretty well at it. And how they managed to con goof on, I don't know. I think maybe he hit his head or something, or maybe the weed, something happened, would take overdosing on weed or something. I just don't understand it whatsoever. He used to debunk him. I changed my ways. Okay, so this guy now has zoomed in an original image. Now we know it's original. And you can see how grainy, and actually does look like a Joshua tree limb, doesn't it? Whereabouts it is, they probably haven't got the actual location daytime snap, which is if you want to always prove that someone's not conning you, always ask them for a daylight photo where they were standing when they filmed the UFO. And if they won't give it to you, that becomes like a red flag. I did that with Mojo's one, so that was a red flag for Mojo's. He didn't give me a daytime snap of the area, but he said it's his backyard and it revealed too much information about him. So I thought, well, I'll give him a pass on that. So, you know, you can overlay things once you've got a daytime video as well as photographs of the area. And you can then back up their plane. You can work out the distances and all that sort of stuff, and use Google Earth. So here they could have done the same. But this is a typical view of a Joshua tree, although it doesn't match what they've got here. But you can see there is some limbs going up here now. See that? Before we could see how it was erased, and that was obviously added to. They erased something around it here. So if I saw that, I would have said, can we amplify that even better and see what that is? But that's why I'm doing it now. Correcting my mistake. I got conned by the movie. Because I didn't see it. It didn't say untouched. So yeah, it's a wee bit like this over here, I guess. It's the closest one they found online. And then you can go in here and just sort of cut and paste next to the kid, so-called kid, kid alien, and that limb structure, and you can see it is similar to there. So I think it does sort of debunk it pretty good there. Now we know what's going on, of course. As Greer says, the photograph was taken with exposure. So you can see here they've done some metadata. So it actually shows 3 seconds, and the date conflicts, though Greer gives a valid reason for the incorrect timestamp. Yeah. Don't believe anything that comes out of that guy's mouth. You also tell us no flash was used. I wonder why that was. And that the camera was handheld. Whoever claims that the light source came from an orb which temporarily lit up the thing. What do you mean, someone flashing the torch upwards for a split second? We're all Derivian waving diplomat. So they call it a diplomat. I call it a Cupid. Okay. This shows how much a liar he is. Because in the daytime you would know what you're looking at, wouldn't you? I don't think it's got any of the other light beams on here, but I'll go over all the other ones. Okay, it hasn't got the other ones. Okay, so let's touch on the other ones now. I'll post a link to this because this is the original source, not Lions Ground, altered it. Lions Ground got his information from Scott Brando, of course. Original debunker that came out after mine. So give him credit where it's due. I just wish I had that information prior to my analysis. But it was real time, okay? I did real time on it. I took various screen snaps of all the UFOs in the movie and went through it real time. Breaking them all down. There's 2 live streams, 1 and 2, if you're not seeing it, but I have got a playlist, so it makes it easy to find. Who's the guy that did this one? Most important content event in the history of the subject has just occurred. What a total shill. It's a Mothman from Pleiades. What's that called? Pleiades? Or what is that star system called? Or what's the other name? Sirius. So he reckons it's 2009 when the photograph timestamp says 2003. So whatever is true, I don't know. Yeah, I don't see his name. But anyway, you can look it up yourselves. Okay, before we go on to... there's UFO interest post on it. Comic Hoax by Stephen Greer. So that's where I got the information from. So I must have sent it to Scott Brando. So I'll post a link to that too. We don't really need it. I'll just put it there for reference, just in case. Okay, I'll come back to that one. And that we don't need anymore. We know it's a Joshua tree. Okay, let's go back to... I was actually going to overlay this, but I don't think I need to. I don't think I need to, but I was going to prove a point that it had been touched up. But I think I've done a pretty good job there. You can see it's definitely... I got a face detail there. I bet it's probably easier just to cut that out there. Do a side by side. Let's just have a look. Might just save that like that actually. Paste as layer. Shit, this is bigger, is it? Keep canvas size. Okay. Oh, that's super big. Okay. Let's see, reduce it down. That's the whole image. Damn it. I didn't add it in as a layer, does it? What's going on here? Alright, I had it zoomed in. That's what happened. Should be able to grab the corners. Shift key down. Maintain aspect ratio. Was it only the top half? Repeat. what a cock up. That's really good, a cock up. It's minted. Okay, resharpened it. I mean, we amped up the brightness. Okay, let's try this again. Copy. And then paste into a new image. Okay, and then scale that down. And maybe we have success now. Select tool, copy, go back to the movie one and do a paste. Paste layer. Still big. You can see how grainy it is even now. And you can see it's not even closely matched. Did we put it on an angle? Must have done, or maybe that photograph's on a slight angle. Yeah, so you can see how it's not the same at all. This is how you prove things a lot better. Normally I'd put an overlay. You can then see what they've done. But you can see they're definitely filled in where the head is, where the eyes are. They've put in more blackness. And they didn't put the other arm in, but they certainly put that one in. That one there. So, apply. Deselect. So I'll save that. That's our proof. And we need to save it. New name probably. Side by side. The tree into a Photoshop. All frauds do this for some reason. Tyler used to do it. Third phase. So one looks like a tree and one doesn't. Don't say. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Hey, who we got? So this is an alien strain filming on the government. The government footage is crap. Don't worry about the government's footage. If you want real footage, you're at the right place. What are you doing? I'm confused. Well, that's why you got to join the stream at the start. Trying to see if the photographs are fake. We're seeing how it was touched up from a tree for the movie CE5, and proves beyond doubt that he's a fraud, because he said he communicated with it and talked to it. And you can't do that to a tree. Even if it is an alien tree. A Joshua tree is what it turned out to be. And what's this one? This next one to look at. What do you reckon that is? Anyone? Anyone? I don't think I had copied this one from the movie last time. I must have missed it, but it's there now. Where have you seen that before? Anyone? Who's still watching? That's a lens flare, right? And you can see how the colours don't even look right. Yeah, it's called Contact with the Fifth Kind, Dr. Greer. CE5, that's what it means. I think they use CE5 also in the title. So that's a lens flare, right? You can see typical lens flare. He said that had a certain name. He was talking to this angel being in the movie. And he's got some airhead woman on there saying, oh, it's amazing. So, yeah, lens flare. How you get a nighttime one, I'm not too sure. You need a bright light and do like a lamp. Shine your camera at it. We really need a whole collection of libraries, really, for what I do, but it's a bit too late now. I would have done one from the beginning of 6 years ago. Lens flare, nighttime. Let's see what we get. I might better find one that matches. So they got someone while they're sort of around in a circle meditating and banging the drums and opening themselves up to the Yoda, what do you call it? Yoga, not Yoda. Where they put their fingers together, all that sort of business, and go, okay. Can we get a lens flare that's going to match this? That's sort of got something going on here, but you have to rotate it. See that one there with a circle? There's got to be better ones out there. So there's your angel on angle. Where's my picture? So the lens flare in this case is going this direction. Like if I grab that, right, I'll just grab a copy and amp it up and all that sort of business. So there's a lens flare there. Can't quite see it. It's very dim. Might be a better one. Okay, it's coming up. So let's put it all together. So we take the original first. Open, open, open. Yeah, fighting my eyes today. Okay, I've got that set up. Okay, we need the other image. Yeah. There's a layer. Have I got it? May have stuffed it up. Oh no, it's there. Unfortunately, it's round the wrong way. It's more that way. I need to run some filters. Like I said, it's probably not the best example, but we'll see how it comes out. Okay, you can sort of see where I'm heading. There's the body, there's the wings, and the head. This is. We'll probably have to run it through color swap actually. Let's see. Background black. Yeah, it's too dark. Yeah, it's not the best example because we're missing the head. But that's all they've done. Got the lens flare, rotate it around. We'll see if there's a better one. Keep it there for the time being. There's that one again. Oh, it's raining outside. Come on, give us a proper lens flare. Got chopped off. This is a problem of doing it real time, trying to find examples. Because there's so many different shapes of lens flare, right? Here's one similar, but it's on the edge, and it's blurry. Plus it has a double one going on. It's getting close. Yeah. And then you got that one. This might have to pass on it, but I think the one we got shows good enough. But it's the lens flare. There's one there with the head in the corner here. So it's the way you cut it, of course. Not all lens flares are big long ones like this. They can be just short like this in Dr. Greer's photo. But so grab it and have a play. So here we are. Hey, we got it. Okay. Okay, let's finish saving it. Let's try to get rid of that one. And add on the other one. It is a layer. So this one's a bit more complex. But you can see the angel here. So suppose you could erase some of it. So you get your perfect angel. You wouldn't go down there, wouldn't you? Sloppy Edison. Yeah. So there's your angel anyway. It's looking even better. Why is it not showing through the background? Perhaps I was using the wrong tool. I was using drawing tool. That's better. Okay. There you go. Tidy up. It's got this. Got a lot more smudge around it though. Whoops. Oopsie, oopsie. It's meant to be dragging it. So now we can drag it around, right? But yeah, this is side by side. And we haven't even done any filters on it. It's really rough, I know. But I think most people can see where I'm going. What's going on here? There we go. Now we can get it just right. But I mean, it's pretty rough, and my angel being is a lot better than Dr. Greer's one. I should be charging thousands of dollars like he does. Alright, so they say it's untouched here. I reckon it could be. Just rotated around, that's all. Or depending on how they did the light source, of course, and the camera angles. So we can save that one too. It's very rough, but I think it's debunked. Where's it going to? Yep. Okay. Do I want to save it over the original? Mind you, I probably wouldn't need to go back to it again, but sometimes I just like to back up things in case I come back to it in future. Okay, so that one's debunked now. Once it saves, of course. There's a lot of things you have to tick there. And let's keep those two. What have we got left? Screen snapshot, what was that one? Right, that was the original. Okay, 2 down, 2 light beings. No, 3 down. Moth, Joshua Tree, and Lens Flare. All that Dr. Greer had given names to. Unfortunately, I can't play a clip from the movie where he's talking about it. And he was talking to them and where they were from. What a total shill that guy is. And now I've got another one to do. Famous one. Richard, how's it going? Wondering if you could try to debunk my picture. Oops, what happened there? Took a couple of years ago. Got your email. Able to send it through a couple of them. Okay. Yeah, generally I like to look at stuff before I debunk it on a show, though. In case it's nude pictures and all that sort of crap that people try to take my stream out with, you know, copyright, community standards and all that sort of shit. Yeah, I send it on email, but I'm not sure if I can. I'd rather you join Discord and upload it there, and then I can view it on my main screen without exposing it. email can be sometimes where it may open up on the second screen by mistake. And then I'll have a look at it. You mean to know your stuff? You seem to know your stuff. I know nothing. Have legit pictures. Okay. Yep. Okay, we caught up with the comments. All right. Good thing. And the Discord link is actually in the pinned comment. You'll find it easy. There's an invite code. All you have to do is type in that code. Just go plus server if you're already on Discord, and just type the invite code into the server name, and it will add you to it, and then I can go there, have a look. But meantime, we go back to number 4, alien creature. What was that there? Oh, that's to do in lens flares. Okay, we're done with that. That was to do with third phase. Okay, so you might remember this one that Greer was posting around as another alien being. This crazy little image. And the way my mind works, I'm able to rotate images in my head. Because I've been doing it for 6 years now, I've trained it. And I thought, that's a woman on the side. That's slightly distorted and maybe even mucked around with. Because where's all that noise around her? Seems not enough noise. So looks like it might have been touched up or mucked around with. And I had a look at it, you may recall, and I rotated it. Should have been in here. Right, here it is, out the channel. And that's the woman rotated with the background removed, and you can see, although she's not very pretty, she has been sort of roller shuttered. Where the face, the chin sort of got merged in with the neck, sort of. Looks like a troll. Big hair, so you can see this got some sort of fancy hair. The eyes have been blurred, and she's got a red jacket on with a black t-shirt with collars on. You can see the collar. How one collar's they're not lined up. One's folded in that direction, and the other one folded down by the looks of it. So someone was ringing around the circle of summoning the aliens at his $2,000 a head desert parties and claimed that Greer was talking to this light being. So he talks about this on his movie. And that's the original image, and that's me run it through my various tools, and bingo. So what a shill. So that's number 4. Now there's probably going to be a few other ones which I'm not going to go over, where someone's ringing the camera on with long exposure and you've seen all the light trails. He claims they're light beams as well. Someone's winging around a torch or a laser pen. There's another one. It makes that strange effect with the camera at night time. So yeah, I think we can close that chapter on Dr. Greer for good now. And we can start looking at some other stuff. If I could play the movie and pause it without getting copyright, I would do it. And that would be a good recap. Alright, I did this funny thing. I said I found the culprit. Where's it gone? Let's open it up. There's the culprit, the lady in red. I'm I'm such a naughty boy. That's funny. Possible match. That's great. Why has no one got a sense of humour like a Kiwi out there in ufology? I don't know. So yeah, I'll post the link to that one. He'll probably try and sue me for that, right? But it comes under, what is it? Fair use, creative license, and all that sort of stuff. Transformative. It's the same as what they do with Putin. And there you go, you can get to that one. Where's the other one? Oh, must have gone off the edge. Gone too far. Here it is here. I'll post the link to that one. Post it around by all means, guys. Share it. I'm not going to get mad. It's there to expose these frauds. And one way is to get them angry at you. Like goof on. Okay. Lake beings don't exist. Sorry, contact in the desert. What do you call them? Light being hippies. Come join reality. Okay, so let's have a look at Discord and I'll see what's posted there, if anything. Don't ever see anything pop up though. I'll just have a look at your name. Low card 9, is that you on the side chat? I guess it is. I'll upgrade you to a lurker. And then you can post your image there in lobby, I think. Where's lurker? It disappeared to. There's lots of options here. Looks like Plex has been having a bit of fun. Lurker. Okay. That's sort of entry level. So now if you push a plus and post it in lobby there, we can have a look at your photograph. Let's see. I have to check the comments. So low card Richard, I guess. Is that you? Hit the plus symbol and click upload and browse it and hit enter and it will add it. And then we can have a look at your photo because I don't see it there, but you should have rights now to do that much. Click plus. See it to the left of me there. Click plus. So it's on the left side of the input. And then you go upload file. But I'm using Windows. I think all of them are the same though. Tommy T, how's it going? Cool. Hope you're doing great. Yeah, I feel a wee bit better today. Although I've probably only had 5 hours sleep. But busy trying to work out stuff on computer. Have you watched Aerial Phenomenon documentary? When did that come out? I know there was going to be a documentary on it, and it was taking years to be released. about the UFO that landed on the school of Africa. Yeah, I see Mick West has been trying to bash it, as usual. But I believe that was a real event, and you can't. The kids are now adults, and you know, when you have something drastic happen in your childhood, you never forget it. Came out recent. What's his name? What do you mean? Mick West. James Fox. No, James Fox one. That was. I didn't think that was very good. He started with a opening of a non-credible witness, and then he also used the Trent video, which I've debunked, as a model. Same as Billy Meyer. I spent ages on it. You can see the strings and everything. They tried to cover it up by scratching the negative, sliding it back and forth on the table to create artificial scratches. Well, they did such a good job, they even fooled Bruce Maccabee with it. But unfortunately, my mind works different than other video analysis guys, I guess. I see the obvious. Although he did all this complex mathematics on the lighting and stuff, which was correct because it was a truck mirror on the Trent UFO one. Yes, it was more reflective underneath than it should be. Because it's a damn mirror. He was saying it's because it was an abnormal weather event where the sun was able to illuminate underneath. So even the best of the best can go totally down the wrong road. And like me, with that touched up photograph. So these are your photographs coming in now, is it? Okay, we'll save them to my hard drive. And I'm seeing dots in the sky, so I don't know what much I'm about to do with it. And of course, video would be better. I'll see if those come out alright. Okay. Did it save them? Or did I go to the wrong bloody place again? Because it always wants to go to the wrong download folder. It's gone to the wrong one. Damn it. It always goes to the other one, which is your default download folder. Which one was it? Documents. Yeah, downloads, that one there. Okay, so this is what you sent me. And you might have to explain it. Just minimize that there. A BBC journalist footage was used in the doc. Tommy T, the guy who did the doc, I think is James Fox. I don't think so. I don't think so. James Fox did another one called Phenomenon, and then there was another one called Aerial something that was meant to be coming out. What did you say it was? I think you're mixing up two documentaries there. And it sounded like they had a lot more information than James Fox did. I've been hearing things about a film called Tear in the Sky, yeah. Well, if you've been watching my live streams, I covered it. and did analysis on it and told you what I thought. Anyway, BBC journalist footage was used in the doco. Yeah. That doesn't sound like James Fox then. Oh, another message popped up. Well, he covered that case. The kids and so. Yeah, he did some interviews, but I think this other documentary goes into more stuff that he didn't. Oh yeah, so we got a dot in the sky, which could be iridium satellites. Did you run it through all your... So this is in Australia. This is typical of iridium satellites. The sun reflects it on the other side of the planet where the sun is shining. And this is high in orbit, so it just catches some of the sun rays going around the edge of the Earth and bounces it back down to us in New Zealand, Australia. So normally you'd have to run it through heavens above. And do the playback function of the date and time and actually see what satellites are passing. This is typical of what you see, the red and white. And this one here, I'm not sure if you got the camera, what exposes settings you got your camera on. But if that thing's moving, it's going to create a strange shape on the screen. If that was from one frame with the right camera settings, like the Kaikoura lights, right, where they got one that did a complete figure 8 in one frame on a really high frame rate camera, not using long exposure, right? That's different. But here, I don't know what settings you're using. Dave. Was it Dave? Who was it? I can't remember what his name was now. In the side chat. Don't know if you're listening still. Low Carb 9. Is that the one? Yeah. Would have helped if you kept the same name. Yeah. Just go to the question mark magnifier after the show and do a search on tier. Just on this one keyword, and you'll get all the videos that have the word tier in it, and then Google seems to add some other random ones underneath just to fill it in for some reason. Richard, right. For some reason I was thinking Dave. So yeah, again, I'm not sure what your camera settings are on this. Whether this is original, I'd have to run it through exit if and have a look. But yeah, I've seen a lot of starlight here, so I guess the shutter's got to be open for a longer time. And if that satellite's moving through the sky, see the stars look like they're moving sideways there. Is that correct? You can see the distorting sideways angle, which sort of matches up with that one there. So I think that's just a camera artifact of the bright light that you've got in the other one. It's just showing the movement going across the sky here, I guess. So it's going... Well, you got some movement, so we'd have to go up a bit, go back that way. So whether it was going this way, I don't know. Probably around about there, was it? Need to see a video of it, really. Discord only allows 8 megabytes though. So you'd have to upload it to Google Drive and then post a share link to that Google Drive in Discord. So what do you think it was? Richard. Oh, I'm in the habit of zooming in the other screen, and because that mucks up the stream, what you're looking on the stream here. Snipes. If your name's taken, you can always put a few characters in front, right? You can put those funny characters in front, and that gets around that. That's alright. We know who you are now. Fullers, a BBC reporter. John Mack. Got this from Google. Well, that's got to be a very old documentary, because wasn't John Mack killed in 1995? He doesn't exist anymore. Which is a damn shame, because he gave credibility to abductions. He wasn't sure whether it was really aliens or not, but he said there was something definitely going on and it should be taken seriously as some sort of mass mind thing that happens worldwide, and doesn't know what would be triggering it, so they've got to figure out what's triggering it while everybody's seeing the same thing. I don't know, I thought you might know. Yeah, I think it's this Iridium satellite. You'd have to run it through Exit Earth and run it through the playback function, which I don't really want to do because it's going to take a bit of time to prove what it is. There's another guy that's part of our group on Discord called Gabba TV. He's also Australian in New South Wales. He likes filming dots in the sky too, and we have a little debate there that he's not using the proper apps to verify what he's seeing, because there's a lot of satellites in space. Lots. Even over New Zealand here, every 5 minutes there's 4 to 15 passing overhead. So depending on how sensitive your camera is, how long you leave the exposure on, and what type of camera you got, it may come out. You may see more than the normal eye does. But yeah, by all means, if you want to have anyone ask, just post a question there with the pictures in Discord so other people know. So does anyone know what this is? And you'll get other replies there. So yeah, if you got any videos, that's even better. So Plex will probably be around later. He's in Germany. He's also a really clued up guy on technology. Oh no, not Randy again. You're not going to start that sex talk again, are you? Oh, have I got the wrong one? We get hit by these Russian bots trying to advertise sex sites for some reason. I don't understand it myself, why Google even lets it get to the side chat. I'll link video a bit later on Gmail. Yeah, just join Google Drive. I think it's drive.google.com, isn't it? It just proves that you're going to abide by the rules. They give you 15 gig, and you can just keep the browser window open, just drag the video file onto the window and it uploads it. And then you can go right click on it and say share, make public, and it gives you a link which you can post. Wrong one. Sorry about that. Just checking. Welcome to join the discussion here. and the Dr. Greer we just finished with, so you're a wee bit late. Randy, real name, cool. Yeah, I don't know any Randys. Cool name though. What did the girls think of it at school? Did you get teased a lot at school? I used to get bullied and teased at school, and I used to beat them up. And no one messed around with me. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. People like Goofon I probably would have beaten up at school. That's the type of people that I loathed. They had no compassion. Loved name calling and all that sort of shit. Cool, Richard. Glad you come along. Okay, let's move on. More stuff you post, the more we can look at it in our free time. But if you watch my NZ Sky Watching, I show you in real time how to have all the apps running in real time with your camera, and you can sort of knock out planes and all sorts of stuff. Although I haven't managed to see any satellites on my camera yet. I don't think my do-it-yourself night vision camera is good enough to spot the satellites, but you never know. Once I get it going fully again soon, we're getting the lounge back to normal, and I still have to put the camera back to its close to the router and finish off doing the new phone on it. It should be really good. Got some new stuff set up. Be even better than my last live stream on that number 11, I think it was. So let's look at third phase now. And probably have to wrap up after that, probably. Got the burps for some reason. Okay, they've got to put out a lot of crap since we've been here last. Leaked Stargate project. Yeah, I haven't actually looked into that one to see if it was really leaked or not. I don't think I found any other public references to it, but it may have been called some other name. This is the one I want to look at here for now.
Let's just go down the rabbit hole here for a second. Let's just assume this is some sort of ad.
Is it loud enough? Might need to up it a bit. Try that.
The serial of foreign technology.
Coming in, and it's kind of being talked about on the major, it's basically been talked about in recent times on the internet.
The Dr. Greer promoter, the Shill promoter, who is actually a shill, despite what Goofon says, that they've changed. If they changed, they wouldn't be making movies with Dr. Greer. Look at that smiling shill face.
Some people are doing a lot of speculation, and then there's some dates that are getting mixed up in regards to this sighting, but they're trying to say that there's this tic tac that was spotted on Google Earth, and when you go to it, it happens to be on pretty much the same year with the Nimitz encounters and the David Fravor encounter with the tic tac, and it's within the same location. So let's bring up the...
What a bunch of bullshit. That's such nonsense.
Google Earth evidence right now, guys. Take a look at this.
This is hilarious. Anyway, we'll go for it. I did have a quick look.
So we're looking at this, and what we're seeing here is quite interesting, that we actually have what appears to be a tic tac, and we're going to get a close-up look at it. some people are speculating that this actually happened during the time of the Nimitz encounter. There's a video that's floating around, and you could hear the person in the background.
Okay, so they got the idea of this from some other channel, some other fraud channel, obviously. So, Tic Tacs on Google Earth, what do you reckon? My first thought was, kind of looks like a boat shape to me. So let's just zoom in properly, because they ain't going to do it. Okay, so it looks like it's got a round end there, and it's got more of a pointy end. Hey, so now he's going to measure it. So let's see if the size of it comes out to be boat size. Okay.
Stating some certain things, but let's take a close look at this.
They're good for a laugh, I'll give you that. That's why there's a love-hate of them. Sorry about that, Randy. Didn't realise that America don't treat it the same as the West, the UK and New Zealand, Australia. Third phase is always good for a laugh. Yeah, but the problem is they make lots of money from it. But I don't mind if they rename their channel, not number one UFO channel or whatever news channel, because it's not. They should name it number one tool channel. Welcome to the tool network. We're two tools that analyze UFO videos. Even though they're not experts, if he's not an expert, he shouldn't be doing this, because he doesn't know what he's talking about.
So there you go. Does this look like a Tic Tac? It certainly does to me, that's for sure. So let's get a measurement on this and see if it kind of matches up with Fravor's statements here. It's about 76 feet, but then again, if it...
Alright, so what has David Fravor said? Same size as a jet fighter, which is 40 feet. Not 76. So now he's going to make an excuse for it. So let's carry on.
If it's hovering above the water and it's not necessarily being something that's actually connected to the water, that could make sense. I think that's...
Okay, so now he's saying measuring it. It could be actually in the air, not on the sea. So the measuring's going to be out. Okay, but let's assume it's on the sea. Boat that's about 70 feet to 80 feet. Does that sort of work out? Whoa! Did super zoom before, did I? Boat size 70 feet. We'll just say 70 feet, see what comes up. We're in there. Boat. 21 meters. How big is a 70-foot yacht? Which is what it looks like, actually, doesn't it? It looks like a white yacht. There you go, 78 to 79 feet. There you go. That was so easy to debunk, that one. How big is a 75-foot boat? Okay, what's this one giving us? It's giving us more measurements. There you go. So a yacht can be typically 70 feet. Anyway, up to 79 feet by the looks of it. And of course, I did a Google to try and find some satellite maps, which they didn't do. And look, here's one that's full of Tic Tacs, and let's just do a super zoom on that one. Oh, let's go off course. And how many Tic Tacs do you see there? Which matches his one? I can see one that sort of matches up to that one there. There's some that's got more of a pointy end on it. But most of them are pretty close matches, right? Even down there, if I can get to it. Daily Star. This save the image might be easier. If it lets us. Well, look at all those Tic Tacs, yeah, from space. Well, actually, this is from a plane. When you get a view like this, it's normally from 1,000 feet. Or 10,000 feet. They do it by plane, don't they? And then you go further out from satellite. But I think satellites are that good now that they can actually photograph people's faces, but whether Google can access those type of images, I don't think so. But there's lots of other similar pictures here of Tic Tacs, right? I haven't even looked at all of them. But we'll have a look at that one we just saved. I was trying to find one from Google Earth itself. There's one on its side, a boat. Tic Tac. Another boat on the side that sunk. That one's blurry. But it's a shipwreck under the water there. More Tic Tacs out in the pier. They're everywhere, Tic Tacs. But because they picked, what is it, the Catalina Island, and they're trying to map it to it being the Nimitz encounter. Google Map panic over beach ships. Okay, there's obviously a few there. It's a bit blurry, isn't it? Here's another one. Oh, we saw that one earlier. Does that much again? Melted ice. A rabbit jumping in the sky. Google Maps Street View. Shows how much they can jump. Pretty cool. That's when they haven't got that on their channel. We find all the cool stuff because we do life research. So now we've got this image. Let's have a zoom of it. That one don't need now. Okay, let's have a look at the Tic Tacs, guys. Look. Where's a good one that matches up there? It's probably one of these ones here, look. Definitely a yacht, 70 foot. These ones got more pointy noses. So it's not them. So they look like bigger ones go in that direction. They're probably trawlers for fishing. There's one with two outboard motors. What's that one? That was a bit of a mess, doesn't it? Barges, maybe? Smaller yachts coming in now. But yeah, it looks very close to that one there. That one there. Busted. Again, Blake Cousins putting up garbage. Close that down. Keep on going.
A little larger than what Fravor was stating, but when I looked around, I actually found another Tic Tac. Look at this.
Oh my god, another boat! And It looks very similar to overexposed or what we just saw. So you can't see much to find. There's not really a Tic Tac, is it? It's too bulky for a Tic Tac.
They did say that there was a swarm of them, and they're raining down, according to Kevin Day, whom we just interviewed earlier this week, and we talked about certain aspects of this data being confiscated.
I wish they'd confiscate Third Phase of the Moon. That would make headlines. Third Phase of the Moon arrested by FBI. For
So
being
when we
frauds.
look at this is what kind of surprised me as we go into the feature on Google Earth from 2002 to more present day. Now we're seeing that Google Earth is putting some kind of fake ocean graphic to cover up what's really going on.
Okay, so they're saying it's fake. Let's have a look. Okay, so to me it looks like overcast that day. It looks like fog. So you're not seeing the sea this time. So he's saying they're blurring it out, right? So that's again disinformation.
In regards to the water and actual photography from our satellites. Look, if we go back to 2002, we get to see the
You can see they got a stitching of rare satellite images.
real ocean, but now they're covering it up with fake CGI water. Can you believe this? That they're actually
What a disinformation agent. No, it's just different time of the day, different lighting, low cloud, and you can't see the sea. Come on, look at the smile on this guy's face. He knows he's bullshitting.
Google's hiding things in regards to what's going on in this region. And
It's
in my
so
opinion, something
comical.
happened in 2002, and that's what we're looking at. But when you get a closer look, like
I wonder, see, it must be really hard for him to do it live. He's almost on the floor there, laughing his face off, right? I certainly would be. If I was his brother trying to film it, I'd just be bursting out laughing at the unscripted script he's writing on the fly here. Yeah, they are funny, but they bring tears to my eyes because it's just so terrible. But if we go down and actually read the comments, it's what people believe, you know. Let's just do that now. Let's go down here. Let's see what the Gullibles. Let's see, there was how many votes was there? 1,500 votes. That's quite a lot. 21 views. This seems to be getting lower. Maybe people are starting to wake up. It used to be up to 40, then 35, then 30, then 20. These guys do great work. See what I mean? Oh man, this is terrible. I will watch more people wear as curious. Let's zoom out a bit there. Can't say it too many times. Thanks for doing these shows. So are they paid trolls or not? These guys, and probably their own fake accounts probably. These guys are adorable. Love this show. Watching from Ireland. Oh no, Irish have been suckered in. Love the work you guys do. I hope there's no Kiwis on here. Yep, Tic Tac for sure. Love the CGI water. See, they're buying it. Yeah, these guys are either fake accounts or they're buying it. Great stuff, guys. And moon sighting is amazing. Okay, we'll get to that. Thank you again for sharing this information. Keep up the good work. Well, they stole it from someone else and just repackaged it. You are on earlier. I still missed it. Nothing lost there, mate. Go and use your time for something better. Great footage, guys. Actually end up doing what I do. Just seeing the same from friends' phones. They're watching it on the phones. That's why they can't understand what they're seeing. Gotta watch it on a proper, decent sized screen, guys. Some nice captures. Looks like at the surface and makes a shadow as enormous. So I'm not sure what they're talking about there. I didn't see any shadows. Miami, Florida, love all you do. Looks like a craft on the moon. Okay, we'll come to that. It's probably an airplane. That looks legit. Great capture. Appreciate your show from North Carolina. Appreciate you guys. So where's all the sensible people? Enjoyed your show. Made me laugh heaps. That's what I should be saying. You guys are good comedies. It's good that you're not actually taking this stuff seriously for UFOs, because it's be a disaster otherwise. So that's the sort of comments they should be getting. Could be a flock of birds. Super videos, great videos, guys. Have you seen the documentary on Pluto TV? Okay, so is anyone going to say it's a friggin' boat here? Come on, there must be someone. Unless they've deleted it. Must be someone here. Come on. Yeah, Bruce sees all about he does good work. No, he doesn't. He's a shill. I debunked him years ago. Love yous guys. They hide shit because the world is not. See, there's another one that's trapped in the rabbit hole. So if you're in the rabbit hole, you can never be less gullible. You got to get out that rabbit hole and then start looking from a different perspective, and then you're able to pick out which ones are legit videos and which ones are CGI, and just improve your skill sets. You know, you can see a triangle form. Oh god. Okay. So yeah, no one said anything about boats, so I reckon they deleted the comments. Because I'm pretty sure when I checked there, when it first came out, someone said it was a boat as well. I thought, hey, we got one person with a brain. Okay, what have we got going on the side chat here, guys? Who's got control? What's going on here? No, you can't say that. That word here. That's terrible. We're not into that sort of nonsense here. Come and join the laughs and fun laughing at Blake Cousins, but don't come with that crap here. He's got a spanner there to take care of that for us. They're trying to get my channel shut down by doing that too. It's just not on. Let's see. Hi, Jesus. Let's see. What else is there? Alright, good. I'm not sure if I did that or someone else did. Hey, G, I've got to give you a spanner, eh? You've been pretty reliable. There you go. You've been upgraded to moderator. Randy, I don't know you yet, so maybe in time we'll give you a spanner as well. Okay, let's go on with these comical monkeys. Look at the face on this guy, though. If FBI raided them and arrested them, I don't think he would pass in a court very well as a serious filmmaker.
That we are right now. This is actually from a satellite image. No, but then look at the borderline here, right above it. Then they're putting the fake CGI water. Are you guys seeing this? This is pretty nuts.
How long are they going to
got
hang
the
on
fake
that?
CGI water, but in 2002 this was happening. But let me just read what the kind of the story behind.
You can see it's clouds there, okay, because of probably low light, nighttime, when it was taken. So Google just collects all the satellite images and tries to stitch it all together the best they can.
Behind this, and it's interesting. In reality, the Nimitz in Cal. I tried to look for it. I didn't find it, but I did find it interesting that they're actually putting this out there as.
Okay, is it the same thing? Or did I miss something? Okay, let's go back a bit.
No link that was related to any kind of Google Earth coordinates, and I tried to look for it. I didn't find it, but I did find it interesting that they're actually putting this out there as proof of this tic tac, possibly that part where Fravor said that there's a disturbance in the water. So this photograph was supplied, but there was no link that was related to any kind of Google.
Okay, so I remember this was on Reddit. I might have covered it already. About the disturbance in water that someone said. I think the Reddit post got deleted. The guy deleted his account. But there was a satellite expert said that no way's a tic tac because that's about 5 miles as big in length. Because he knew about satellites, the lenses they were using, and the size on Google on images related to wasn't actually feet but miles across. So yeah. It's good to have experts that do that for a living come in and debunk some of these that know more about satellite imagery than I do.
Google Earth coordinates.
Certainly know a lot more about it than this guy.
I tried to look for it. I didn't find it, but I did find it interesting that they're actually putting this out there as something that is the submerged tic tac. But then again, no source Google imagery that I could find. So I think they're kind of mixing in a little bit of fact and a little bit of fiction. And that's what's I'm not exactly sure. The source says that it's coming in from Jonathan Tubbs, and I looked up Jonathan Tubbs on Twitter, and I guess he's some kind of he looks over
Tubby.
Google Earth and things like that. But the problem is I couldn't get in touch with him because it's kind of a private invite only on Twitter, so he's not public. Somebody said that this was even affiliated with Corbell. So
then it's a no-go. Alright, what are we looking at here? Gang, looks like atmosphere, doesn't it? Looks like cloud cover there, not the sea. So if they're saying it's a splash in the sea, then they're totally wrong. I'd say it was a cloud. And the little round thing at the top there. Possibly a small boat again that's out of focus. Overexposed, right? So it could be one of those islands that are very reflective as well. So yeah, this looks like cloud and out of focus, let's say one of those white sandy islands. So that's just bullshit again. Okay, on to something new now. Okay. So let's have a look at this one.
I know I zoom it up and I start to slow it down. It's interesting. There it is. You see something shoot from the top there, and then it starts to basically.
Okay, so what do you reckon, guys? See if anyone gets it. I have a few ideas already. Illumination flares, what do you reckon? On parachute slowly coming down. That could be a plane. Or a couple of planes. I'll just keep on going.
Separating. Maybe this is just simply a fireworks display or some military flares descending. Again, I'm not.
Blake's onto it.
Not seeing any kind of smoke trail.
As if it is, now we've got formations here. So it might be clusters of flares being dropped at different times, because they look red, very common to red and illumination flares. Keep on going.
Or any kind of parachutes.
So you can see it's got a good cloud cover here, so that means the jets could be dropping it and it's coming through the cloud cover. And we don't know the location. It could be in Ukraine, of course. And there's no sound because they cover it up.
They're descending down to the surface quite rapid, but again, keep in mind
anything that goes down is man-made.
Let's see, some people are saying here that more UFO, please, Devin Aces. Jello Pudding says they're fire.
Now, I heard that Goofon said this was CGI, but it doesn't look like it to me.
Works. Yeah, it's a possibility, and I wouldn't I would agree. This definitely looks like fireworks. But people on the ground were pretty much shocked, and you could hear it in their voices. Let's just listen to that again. If anybody can.
Okay, why would anyone want to do... If anything, that would have been the reflection in the window, would have been the easiest.
Understand the language here. What they're saying would be...
Yeah, it could be not military flares, these ones.
Really great.
See, there it's out of focus, so that's not going to be CGI, guys. Alright? Unless it's some really clever CGI artist. He's got everything out of focus there. If that comes in. Definitely looks like it's going behind the building. But sometimes with roller shutter going down, top to down, if they move the camera up slightly, it can look like it's over the building. In that case, it's really close to the building roof there. Looks like it's slightly over. That would be because he's moved the camera roller shutter there. Okay.
So for that.
Okay, so going down to the tree line. And this one didn't go. Move the camera. That sounds almost Ukrainian, isn't it? Often they say the location, that's not the correct location too, don't they? So we've got to be aware of that.
So you see, this is in real time, and again, they descend really fast, but again, a firework.
Yeah, I think they might not be military ones. You can get handheld ones that have smaller parachutes that come down faster. And you also got ones with big parachutes that come down just lower. It depends on the size of the parachute. Or whether they're cheaper. Cheap ones are probably cheap. So that could have been fired from a fishing boat, gone up in the air. And then they may have fired off several at the same time. And then it's coming down. Could just imagine 5 kids on a shoreline just shooting them up. Right.
Work display shooting straight down. Maybe that would be the
handheld flares. Let's just see if we can find an example. And flares, parachutes. I think they're pretty cheap to buy. Booties! Gonna have to get that super soon back out. 2 flares have parachutes. Some do, some don't. Okay, how long does handheld last for? 3 minutes. That's what we've seen in the video. Military ones can go up to 5 minutes. Therefore, you should have a maximum of 12 minutes of signal burn time for a short home signal. What's that mean, though? Looks like it's taken out of context. Probably a pack of 4, is it? So it's give you 12 minutes. Is it legal to set off a flare? It is an offence for adult to have a firework in their possession. I guess it depends on country. Okay, we're going to look for a video. Handheld red flag. So there's some you hold on to, some that shoot upwards. There's one that's holding on to. Comet parachute. Okay, let's have a look at that one. If it's safe, I don't know. Is it ad? And it should be alright. We'll just skim it. It's got music. Okay, looks like it goes up in the air. They've stopped filming it. So they've got various ones. That one's coming down first. Didn't see a parachute on it though. Okay, so that's not a very good one. Looks like the red ones. Let's have a look on this one. Oh, I hate that if you click twice. It's not even a fast double click, it's a slow click I do. Can't see it in the moment. Still going up, is it? Another great filming job. Dear, you think we'd better find something that was decent? Not what happened there. Well, it's obviously not very good at daytime. Okay, what do we got here? No, no. It's got to be something out there. Rocket illumination. How to use a flare. Oh. I have to give up in a minute. One with the flare going up. I'm in there.
Situation flares of worthwhile understanding exactly how they work.
Yeah, we know the handheld ones. Handheld one. Go on, get the parachute ones. No. Oh, this could be it. There we go. Is that the parachute? Yep, there it goes. Zoom in on it, guys. Oh, here we go. That looks like the speed it was coming down at. Can't see a parachute on it though. Must be a really small parachute. Anyway, I'm sure there's better videos out there. Keep on going.
What's going on here? See, if a firework was shooting up there, they accelerate pretty fast, but usually the lights come down pretty slow. But we can see that light
You can see how hard it was to see in the other video of it going up. You can see it coming down for sure, but going up, you can't see it going up.
come in that may be releasing with these lights, and it's shooting downward, and that's why it's so rapid. You see right there, it's kind of a
And I think that's quite a fair distance away, right? So you're
it's
not seeing
burning
the
up,
smoke.
and then it spreads out, and this is like
In fact, if you look carefully, you can actually see slight of a smoke trail there.
descending down. So the trajectory of like the gun.
So he knows exactly what it is. Why it's on a UFO channel, I don't know. Okay, next one.
There with you. I believe they're legit videos because we have multiple eyewitnesses, and that's what I like about it. When we have people corroborating this event from sources that aren't connected with each other, and this really seems that this was a massive UFO sighting, and I want to bring that up, guys. Take a look at this.
Okay, there's a lot of flickering going on. Kind of looks like LED balloons to me. Yeah, let's keep on going. LED balloons that are turning off and on.
So we got a
From a wind party, because that's very similar to wind party balloon release, right? The eyes are just not playing well today. I'm half blind and I can do a better debunking job of these than these guys. Wind party lead balloons. Blinking. I suppose you can get blinking ones. Let's see what happens. Probably need to look for a video. Need a wind party image. But there you go. 25 pack. Ideal for wind. Different colours that one. Here we go. People are releasing a load of them here. Look at those little tubes. You can put any type of any balloon you want to. Yeah, so they're not likely to pack away the balloons, are they? I mean, they could just release them up into the air and kill off a few dolphins and bird life and who else eats it, and put microplastic in your drinking water. Who cares? You know, we've just got to celebrate. So I wonder if we can get some videos of this. Who cares about the environment? Release all those balloons. They're good to celebrate. Perfect for winds. China, you're a pollution maker. 32 pack. Okay, what's some that's been released though? Has anyone got any videos up from the wedding where they're doing that? It's a bit hard to. Oh, here we go. This looks very similar. 100p surround RGB LED flash ball lamps, white balloons. Let's have a look at that one. AliExpress. And they might have a video. Ooh, they got some music on it. Okay, mute. Okay, what they doing? Stick them inside clear balloons, is it? Oh, they're sticking quite a few in there. Pink lights. Is that it? That's sucky. Oh no, it's still going. I want to see them released. There we go. So stick that inside a balloon. It's going to have a lot of UFO people fooled. Okay, that'll do. So let's have a look.
Ray of lights in the sky, again captured from multiple angles here.
Busted, debunked.
It's not a special effect. It's really up there in the sky. Could it just be a bunch of drones and somebody's playing some kind of prank up there, or is there something that's unexplained that we're looking at?
You know it's a wedding
Renee
party.
Cruz says, "Wow, my God, it's sparkling." Yeah, it does have a sparkle. Appreciate Kevin Eagle Plume for the $1 super chat. Appreciate that.
$1. Jesus, I don't even get $1.
All that really helps the cause. Tic Tac Toe says they're
Help the cause. Help us keep Goof on paid and the payroll, and keep us going with more fraud videos.
Chinese drones.
No, it's balloons, right?
Chinese lanterns. Excuse me. I don't think these are Chinese lanterns. I've seen a lot of Chinese lanterns.
No, the LED balloons, flashes.
During my time in this field, and we try not to share that evidence if it turns out to be Chinese lanterns. I think there's something different going on here.
So what else could it be? I can't see anything other than lead balloons, actually. I don't think it's a reflection on a window or someone flashing lights on and off, anything like that.
But it could be. It definitely could be. Could it be new technology, like new drone technology that people...
Yeah, it's called LED balloons, Blake. Look it up. Go and watch the Out There channel. Learn.
People are experimenting with. I know there's fantastic displays, and if you look up aerial drone display in Dubai, they're doing incredible stuff over there.
There, he's laughing. He knows what he's talking about.
But again, this looks a little bit more haphazard.
I know there was an event in UK once where he used pigeons and he put these flashing LEDs on it. It's another possibility. It could be pigeons, but it's not moving fast enough.
Could it be a natural phenomenon? Some static charge? Sugar Bee says it's pretty cool, though. It definitely, it's really cool.
There's a zoom out there. Is it over the sea now?
Let's see. What does a Self Lab say?
No, it's over top of buildings, right? I bet it's come from a church. Okay, let's move on. I have to get going.
What Renee's saying. All right. Let's get into this next. Well, let's bring in. It seems like we got a crypto alchemist ready in the back room here. Let's bring him in. We've never met. How you doing today, Crypto?
Good. How are you? Name's Bernie. We've met before on the Alien Scientist channel there. Yeah,
absolutely. I recognize you now. How you doing?
Sure. Thanks for having me on. Personally, I think that's probably new technology of a drone swarm. The fact that it was caught from multiple angles and then you could see them changing direction but moving steadily. I think. Which
balloons do? Yeah, let's move on.
She captured.
So, to prove that more, you'd have to get the time, the date, location. Now, look it up on Google Maps. See if there's any churches. Probably find any wedding event people that were having a wedding that day. and that night and see if it matches up. And then you have a solid debunk then.
Captured something, and let's bring it up here. There it is.
Just caught something. I'm losing my mind right now. Please tell me what I just saw. Like,
okay, we got someone that's lost their mind. The ufologists. So bats, birds, balloons, planes. That's all that has been in previous ones. And flares. Bruce Cecil was filming flares once. They were parachute flares that were out of focus and driven across the moon, saying they were UFOs.
look at it.
She backed it up, and here it is.
I think I could see wings flapping. I don't know about you guys.
They just catch on the moon. I'm losing my mind.
So she's losing her mind because she's not sure what she captured, but we're going to enhance this.
What did I just video?
Is it a plane or bird?
God.
Let's have a look.
Oh my gosh, what was that?
Let's have a look. Where is it?
All right,
Useless.
there's something that like just shot past the moon and left some kind of trail in the background.
Okay, so if it's shot past, that means it's got to be lower down towards where the camera is, which would mean it's a bird or a bat.
You could see it traverse across the lunar scape, and in my opinion, whatever's up there, watch when we get a really good close-up look at it. You see, it just shoot across the lunar surface. I'm doing a little bit of slow motion there.
Where?
But
Where?
Whatever this craft was,
I'm not seeing
there it is.
Okay.
It moves across at a pretty slow rate of speed. In my opinion,
that's
like
a
if
plane.
it were an airplane that went across the
That's
moon,
a plane.
I've seen videos.
Probably low down. And what happens is when it gets to the edge of the moon, I think I debunked this one last time. You see the contrail that it's leaving because you can't see it because it's too bright.
Telephotos where they're filming the moon in an airplane.
Okay, so this is where you need to use your apps again, guys. Flight Radar 24 would have told you straight away there was a plane in that direction, and would have told you it was at 30,000 feet. That's probably what we're looking at there. Probably a Learjet even.
To be able to do that myself soon.
Okay, let's just move on. Is that all we got?
Right, we're analyzing it, and what did you catch here? That like,
if he analysed it, he would have put it through Flight Tracker to say, "Oh, there you go, it's a plane." Because that means you're going to have to buy a gold or platinum membership. That's quite costly.
that trail, and then you see a little flash, a glint, and then it kind of dissipates or is out.
So yeah, there's no wings. It's all steady. Okay, let's keep on going.
Great that people have their opinions, and it's just.
It's not about opinions. It's about working through the signatures and actually nailing what it really is. Look at the thing, smirk on his face, and look, pray, and rubbing his hands like money. It's good that people giving their opinions, rubbing hands together. That means more money coming in.
Just the evidence is continuing to come in every single.
Evidence or bullshit or mundane stuff that distracts people from the real cases out there.
Single day, and it's important that people have their eyes in the skies and continue this effort.
See, look at the hand movement. He's doing a cool bell.
To disclosure. I don't think NASA's going to give us the answers. I don't think.
And he's doing a wank sign there. So he hates NASA.
Our government's going to give us our answers. They already know what's going on.
And fleeing away. They know what's going on. So what's that motion there? Hand signatures. That's casting out doubts.
In my opinion, it's a cover-up.
There you go. Cover up. Casting out doubts.
What we showed you is this Tic Tac.
Yeah, you showed us nothing. Made it into a ship, into a Tic Tac, a plane, into a Tic Tac UFO, and so on. Flares being UFOs, although he was a bit honest with that one.
That was captured next to San Clemente off the coast there. That now they're CGI blanketing the whole area with fake water, and I just.
So that's misinformation. Okay, so we're done with that one. Let's have a look at the next one. Then I've got to wrap up for today. been good that we had a few people on today. Do hit the like button, help us out. So what was this one here? About Stargate, was it? Watch tonight. Why can't we watch now?
In early 47.
Now, to debunk these ones, you generally have to go through it and look for anything that doesn't look like that's been spell checked. Generally, if you get spelling errors, it's not going to be a government document. They'd never let anything university never let anything with spelling errors or grammar mistakes in. So I don't know if there is any. Has anyone looked over this one for any spelling errors or grammar errors? Little was known. Early experience of Stargate travel taught. Oh, there you go. Taught us, shouldn't it be? Travel taught us that the mouth taught use. Okay, so that would never happen. So there's one spelling mistake already. Wormhole. Would that be joined together? That's normally two separate words. I'm not too sure on that one though. Said wormhole then. Said wormhole then manifests somewhere in the locale of the second Stargate. See, it seems almost like double Dutch there. Since the tail of the wormhole is not connected directly to the pair of stargates. So someone with pseudoscience and poor English. This gang should be on a UFO channel claiming to be leaked documents without proof of it. And you know how great my English is. So if I can see errors in this, you can bet it's fake. Okay, so anyone disagree with that? What I looked at there. Hey, Miss G, thank you for the compliments. That's better than any money, I tell you that. But also we need money to keep on replacing gear here because it keeps dying. It's like I'm in a area on the globe where maybe I'll get doused on radiation or something and it's destroying all my gear over time. You've probably seen me having fights with AliExpress. I get brand new stuff that's faulty and they don't want to give my money back. It's so stupid, they can't even watch the YouTube video because the government censored them. They want me to upload it to Google Drive. I said, no crap, I've got a copy on Rumble, can you get access to that and tell your government to give you damn access? And if you don't do as you say, they won't refund you, of course. But why should I upload it to bloody Google Drive? Anyway, I should be bitching about that. I've got to keep looking at this. The theory was proven in a large but unstable jump point. Okay, seems to have a lot of repeating words here, like manifest. It's also like a red flag for me. Doesn't read like a science paper. And they normally use bullets, right? So this, if this is a real leak, it will be bulleted. Things we found out about the Stargate, bullet 1, you know. You need 2 gates. Bullet 2, both need to be powered on at the same time, and just work through a list like that, right? Anyways, on to the last video. That's obvious fake. Back to the Wilson documents. So, it's the sort of thing that Tyler Secure Team would do. He wrote big long scripts like that, really, really good. He's really good at it. He was actually better than what that document was. But no one's called him out apart from me and a few others. So I don't know why too many people haven't cottoned on that he's really good with the words and bribing people. So what's this crap here? Looks like it might be another documentary. I'm just going to mute that. Is it a piece from a documentary? Yep. Is this above top secret or something? With Shill, Greer, 1091. Okay, let's move on. Was that Dr. Greer? Yep. So as soon as you see that guy, if you've gone back to the beginning of my episode, you know avoid it at all costs, because this guy reckons he talks to Joshua Tree and lens flare. So he's obviously got some mental problem there, right? And look at the smirk on that guy's face. He's listening to these guys rap it on with no evidence, just stories. Michael Stratt. Look at the life. Yeah, see, straight away on that image there, that puts me off that guy straight away. Let's have a look. See, he's laughing. And look, he's looking to the left, right? Who knows about body language? When someone's looking left like that, they're making up a story. Okay, so what's he saying?
The minds of the government, it's cover-up complete.
Okay, he's looking down and left.
But
there, look.
Like you mentioned, there are other pressures.
He's making up a story. Another liar. Yeah, can't play too much of that. That guy's channel's growing pretty fast, I heard. So he's another Dr. Greer, right? So these guys should be wary of these people by now. And especially when they're doing music videos. They're trying to capture money from all sorts of angles here. This is crazy. So probably leave it there. Don't want to make it too long today. I'm not sure if there's anything else out there at the moment. Maybe UFO Interest has put up something. Just have a skim. Okay, he's putting up something from Miss Mick West. Again about the Navy and the stars, is it? Maybe I challenged Mick, saying that that some of those stars were actually mirror reflections, because the bouquet should all go pointing in the same direction, right? You get 3 points, and they always point to the same way. If you have a look. Damn, just got a niggle in the throat then. And if you have a look at some of those ones he was claiming to be star maps, they're pointing the opposite direction, which means they've got to be a reflection because the way they're holding up the camera to the scope. But no, I got ignored by Mick West. He knew I was right, and he's still pushing it. Damn. I've got coughing fit going on. Just as I'm going to criticise Mick West. Okay, so no one's safe from my exposing. Account suspended. Who's that? Into a fun story. Hoax I. Oh no, he's saying whoever that person is. Hoax I blocked me. Because I was talking about UK fake news. And he wasn't agreeing with what I was saying. So I get blocked. He thinks that I'm a white supremacist now. Yeah, anyone that is opposite to liberal views has got to be a white supremacist, apparently. Okay, so despite they had white supremacists living over the back of us that almost burnt down our house. But anyway, that's another story. Living in New Zealand. Okay, here's a stupid star map. In fact, two of the stars were too big to be two of the stars at the end of the video. Because you don't know, he was moving the scope around the sky, right? And he was assuming that those got to be those stars there. They may have been there, but they may have been too faint to see. And the reflection, he's made a mistake anyway. I'm not going to go over it. But all these UFO guys, they all got their agendas. And that is pretty good though. That one there. The guy's got damn music on it. So this is how they make it in various video packages. I mean, cam packages. And make up characters so they can blend in with normal video. Start morphing it and making big ears, smaller ears. Helps if I've got it playing. As soon as you scroll, it stops it playing. Okay, he's turned it into a monkey. A monkey with big ears. What's the program? SolidWorks, is it? Or Bender. Is it Bender? You can simulate walking. It's very clever what they can do nowadays. To what I saw in the cab students back in 1995. All this they couldn't do in real time like this, not on those smaller computers, but now look what they can do. Anyway, apparently this is the guy that made the fake video. Let's see. Is it on this one? Oh, this one here. So that guy showing you how he made the character here, and this is the fake video they used it in. Here it is there. Bigfoot! Or alien, or whatever. Okay, we've got to get rid of the music. There you go. Kind of looks real, doesn't it? It's amazing how they can sort of matrix a few stumps and stuff and make it look like it's going behind trees. So if they spend a lot of time on it, they can make some really believable clips out there, can't they? And people going on about Skinny Bob. Skinny Bob's real! See, so how would they do that? They'll do it with 2 layers of jungle, I'd say. You got a foreground jungle bit here, which they matrixed out, and then they put in maybe a solid background of a jungle behind. But yeah, it's very good. Excellent stuff. Oh. And on that note, I think it's time to wrap up. Of course, UFO Stalker has banned us ever watching anything on their channel ever again. So yeah, we need to make a new UFO MUFON. Wonder if we can recruit the existing boots on the ground guys. Come to the new MUFON. Let's hope it's not called Goofon. Anyway, so yeah, until we get that back, we can't do any of those good stuff that they're getting submissions on. So yeah, I hope you learnt something today or enjoyed what we did. Again, it's recapping some old stuff and adding some new bits to it. I think I'm the only one that actually does that. If I make any mistakes, I'll do updates. I don't think any of the other UFO channels will correct their mistakes. They'll just ignore it, because they've got new people coming in all the time. But yeah, better information. So that one will be added to the Greer, the Truth About Greer playlist, along with the other two I did previously. So you should really watch the whole lot if you've not done it already, if you're new to the channel. And I'll just catch up on the side thing here. Katie, how's it going? You're a wee bit late to the party. Let's see if I can get my eyes focused on it. Hang on. I saw the faulty clock. Yeah, I'm still fighting that, by the way. As I said, they can't seem to get the video or something. Which I've never had problems before. When I was talking to the agent, she was watching it, says, oh yeah, that does sort of make it more easy to understand what's wrong with it. So she must have had access. I wish I could support you, but no extra. Yeah, a lot of my people are older group with family and all that. They don't have free money. Well, all those other groups have a lot of younger people that have money to burn. And they're more gullible, of course. And they attack me and call me all sorts of names when I attack their groups they're funding. So what can you do? They won't listen to the truth. Yeah, I just have to try and keep it funded myself, but yeah, I don't know. I almost gave up the channel at Christmas, and I was going to do maybe once a month video just to catch up on all the drama or whatever. But as it is, I'm down to 1 or 2 videos a week as it is at the moment. But if I was getting lots of money, I'd be more incentive to do it daily. Good night. Yeah, thanks guys for joining us. I'll just do the end credits. Thanks for the support and just simply sharing it about. People just don't know about me. I've had people discover me and say, crap, I wish I'd been watching you for years. And they just don't, because Google suppresses me. So that's the way it goes, I guess. Because if I out Third Face, then that's a good income they got coming in there. If I out Tyler from security team for fraud, that's another good income they're not going to miss out on. And all those people that are on the desks there at Google headquarters are thinking, oh crap, if we keep deleting all these channels, we're not going to have any income coming in. So they're very picky on which channels they take out, generally opposite to their own politic views, right? Anyway, I just gotta love them. America corporations. Maybe one day it's all going to change and it'll be a fair system, but who knows. Yeah, great show, thanks for that. Snipes, you're still doing gaming on Twitch, I guess. I sort of gave up on Twitch. Anyway, better kick this off and get ready for dinner, I guess. It's that time already. good beat on that one. Could be walking along the road. I think it's a German composer on that one. Wish I wrote it, so it's a really good piece of music. Might be a wee bit loud though. There we go. You can probably hear me now. Good night. It's hard to know because it's always louder on your headset than it is on Google side of things. Hey, thanks guys. Yay!